just being honest, I got you here. You just ride the wave till you disappear. Unrequited love, I can't take it. Kill me more than once, leave a trail of tears. Do this often, I think we lost it. I need a break. You're the monster inside my closet, scare me away. Everybody goes through it, we don't ever come out the same. Cause you never change. You my little psycho, kiss me in the night glow. Easy to imagine when you always have your eyes closed. We'll be going crazy if you know what I know. Where did all the happy memories go?
Getting better day by day, preparing for a future that I wanna see. There's no one else I'd rather share this with. Nobody knows my imperfections quite as perfectly. You guessed it, it is you that I'm thinking of when we're apart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark. It is true. I'd give it all, I'd give my heart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark, when I'm in the dark. just to be where you are. In a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. Oh, I dream just to be where you are. In a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. Oh, I dream just to be where you are.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena, where tonight we have a NACE playoff matchup here tonight where the final top 18 stand. And the two teams that we're going to be highlighting for these matches are Giants and the respective of undefeated teams here tonight, looking to hold on to their record. Not only that, but also, advance in the playoffs as well. So we do have an exciting and most definitely an intense matchup here for us tonight. But coming off of a high, so to speak, of winning the Mountain West Championship from yesterday, what do the players need to do to kind of stick in this mentality with so much, playoff pressure sticking around us?
Yeah, so, first of all, there's a lot of celebration to go around. Like, winning the Mountain West is no small feat. Like, that took a lot of work, a lot of preparation, and they made it through. But while there is, there's always time to celebrate, right now they really got to stick in the mindset and the grind set of playoffs. Not only are we in the NACE playoffs right now, but week 8 of ECAC as well as the CRL playoffs in 3 days coming up. So
it's a lot going around.
Yeah.
Which is, it's so confusing for that. But just kind of as a refresher going for us, NACE, we all know card soccer a little bit, going forward. But I think a little bit of a refresher on that event card could be a little useful for us.
Yeah, I agree.
And go into that, obviously 3v3 soccer, best of 7, unlike some other competitive maps. And then a golden goal sudden death, which we obviously know, when that timer hits 0, it's whoever scores that first goal. It's going to move on.
Yeah, and with 2 undefeated teams going into this, the chance of that coming up, being tied right into the end, is a lot higher than you'd usually see in like a normal series. But I think we're going to be seeing that golden ball.
Oh yeah, and to help those players out here tonight, and BSU players, and especially in Rocket League, set the play style. Understand your rotations, play to follow up, and keep those sweaty comms alive. Dog's Keys of the Game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And those keys to definitely help our players advance. We all want that to happen out here on the desk for us tonight. And sort of looking, here's a little bracket for us here, kind of looking at it. And I know it says Halo Top. Ignore that. But mainly just kind of looking at this 3-2 record that we have. Boise State is number 4 in this whole thing.
That's right. Number 4 in the entire series right now, going into round 2 of playoffs.
Yep, going into round 2 playoffs. And actually, there we go.
Here we go.
A little bit of update. But going into these round 2 playoffs, 6-0. Keeping the undefeated team, which our opponents, Rochester here tonight, are also 9-0, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
They are also undefeated.
I believe the East Coast Division had more teams, so there was more to play. But yeah, Rochester is also undefeated tonight.
Yeah, so it's definitely a battle of who's going to keep it alive, and you go down with your streak and sort of looking at this beautiful little graphic for us here tonight, displaying what we're going up against. So more than likely our next matchup is going to be either Northwood or St. Clair, Northwood is also going to be a very strong team going forward as well.
That's right. Yeah, those are two of the top teams right now in NACE Collegiate Rocket League. So either way, this is going to be a really intense game, but the next one, they're going to keep ramping up just like that.
Which actually, yeah, look, as you point out, kind of fun fact, St. Clair's the only team in this entire bracket that is not in the CRL. Every other team had or was in the CRL. Mizzou actually just missed out on the playoffs as well. So it's a strong formula here for a lot of teams. You definitely know you're going to be going against solid opponents through and through.
And CRL is a little bit more exclusive, I'd say. You know, those are the best of the best teams, and seeing all of those teams here in NACE again just really, really pushes the point that these are important games. These are going to be really hard games to kind of accomplish.
Yeah, and kind of brushing back on what we did mentally, I always loved to point out the fact that as a player, you more than anybody have an insight into this competitive level of. We mentioned how many other playoff brackets we're also in as well. I imagine a little bit of stress that's there. Can you highlight what as a player you kind of did to keep up?
Yeah, a lot of it is really just like staying focused, keeping your head in the game, and a lot of the other stuff kind of goes to the management side, which Boise State has a really good program here to kind of relieve some of that stress from the players. But getting in here already.
Gil already putting it up. Instinct not caught in the back foot is going to play up. They're playing it off the sidewall here. I believe that's Luca is going to clear it out. Gil on the first touch, look for a second. Is going to get it, a pinch off the ceiling. Dorothy's quick to follow up. Might have the flip. Is there a second? Oh! Big demo coming out, but Boise State having to take a little bit of a break there as Rochester is gearing up here.
Rochester's doing a lot to keep pressure on that ball and kind of push it into the blue zone. It's back over in orange now. It's where Boise State wants it. But that ball has just kind of been up in the air, back and forth. Very even so far.
A pinch out with Instinct. Gil's not going to be able to secure the ball in time.
Oh, Durtho.
Making a good read. He's going to catch it and send it off. A double kill, or actually trade more or less. Kind of an Instinct with a shot. He's not going to make it. Durtho's going to look to recenter the team for a potential to put one on the board. Not before Rochester puts a stop to it.
Durtho's waiting in the back just for any opening that Gil can try to make here. Instinct's actually the one going for the ball.
Knight chasing Instinct around a little bit, or I believe that was Gil. Maybe the net's somewhat open, but not a pressure coming out from Rochester as well.
It's been a very even game. The ball has been kind of pushed to this blue side a lot more than we would be happy with, but pushing back to the orange, it's really anyone's point still.
That ball is going to be cleared out by Gil. Actually, he's going to take a little bit of bad bounce as Durtho gets 50'd. Rochester's doing a really good job of keeping this ball on the blue side. The Broncos have to look for some type of breather. Durtho takes a shot! Just like that. 1-0.
We'd love to see it. And we get to see it again.
Oh yeah, just catches Luca right off balance. Half flip did not go the way Luca wanted it. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. Boise State starting with the lead. He's going to get 50'd out. This could be dangerous for Boise. Gil is going to put Rochester a little bit of back foot. Not going to get the clear looking for.
Skies is putting immense pressure on this ball, and oh, that was really close. If he had any follow-up, that could have gone a very different way.
Skies, wrong game. We'll see a little bit about it tonight. Nonetheless, Instinct looking for a pass out mid. Didn't find anything. Luca with a little bit of shot on net. Is going to be blocked easily by Instinct. Knight's up, looking for a recenter for the teammates. Sky sending off to the corner. Does get one touch, is blocked out. Now putting Rochester a little bit of back foot. Instinct.
Oh, shot on goal.
That was close, but not going to find any success with it. Still at 1 goal here with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Oh.
That's the second time Luca's just barely been caught out by the ball, and it could have gone a very different way.
Staying on your back foot as your third man is very important for any team's success. They're getting a good 50 out here. As he's going to recenter off the wall. This guy's going to play beautiful backboard defense.
Oh, Gil goes for the follow-up. Barely misses.
Ooh, this thing goes a good little backboard defense there. Goes for later follow-up. Still keeping with the ball. Gil looking to get a touch. Is not going to find anything. Luca now taking control. Looking for a shot. Does confuse Dirtha a little bit. Oh!
Oh, Skies is happy with that one.
Taking the look back here, Luca just getting this interesting little, just whatever you want to call that, a pinch with the wall, I guess.
Instinct was maybe 3 inches from hitting that ball and knocking it over, but just barely out of range. Oh, Knight takes Dirtho.
That demo actually really works in the favor of Boise State. Gil's just going to slot it right in.
With only 1:18 left, Rochester's sweating a little bit.
Oh yeah.
These have been some pretty long points, other than this one so far.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones to really kind of put any fast pace on the ball and really catch. They keep catching Luca off guard, to be fair.
Yeah, Luca has some great aggression and just kind of forgets about the ball as soon as it's on the orange side. A lot of defense here.
Knight's going to look to do something off the ceiling. Does get one touch. Luca at a 50. Might have a shot on net by Knight. Is going to be blocked out early by Instinct. Dirtho's up. Not able to get the read off the wall. Instinct back up. Off the sidewall looking for a bounce. Skies is going to get a really good touch off that. Gil missing. Oh, the clear off the corner wall.
Luca evens the score 2-2.
Skies with a really good touch. Puts Gil in a position where you have to act fast, and unfortunately that read just does not go in their favor. Tied with 46 seconds left.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see our first golden ball in the first round here.
Yeah, especially with how long-winded these goals have been in between each other. But the aggression from Boise State looking.
Oh, the team play there. Instinct was ready. Let's see this from another angle.
That's the synergy you're looking for out of these two players. I mean, Dirtho's just going to get this nice flick. Instinct immediately, or pre-jumped, I guess.
Both Skies and Luca were just barely below that ball.
Make it where you can't even react to the shot.
Luca takes Dirtho.
Skies off the ceiling. Does get the pass on to Luca, but it's going to be intercepted by Dirtho. Luca just keeping the ball up, looking for something. Dirtho's up. Turns back to the ground. Knight pass out to Skies. Skies back to Knight. Knight takes a shot. It's a little bit too wide, though.
Gil is just holding back and keeping that defense strong here. 10 seconds to go.
Oh.
Really just want to get that ball to the other side.
Two really good offensive segments coming out from Rochester here. But that final second ticks down, unless they're able to put something on the board, Instinct's going to throw it right back in their face.
Instinct wanted that one. After last week, I believe it was, losing a map to the overtime playing with that ball, I think they learned their lesson.
No, yeah, it definitely leaves you with a little bit of a sting, for sure.
And here's that scorecard we're looking at. A lot of control on the side of Rochester, actually.
Yeah, which was there was a lot of time spent, but I think that sort of attributes to Boise State's level of aggression they had as well.
Yeah, and the cards don't really show it as well, but Gil was really staying on that defense for a long part of this game, and that might, add to that side control. That
I think 3 saves is what I saw towards the end. I think Gil had 3 saves towards the end that really kind of helped, because there were 2 really good shots put on net by Rochester as well.
There will, and again, that just comes back to communication. I think Instinct and Dirtho have great synergy together. And being able to keep Gil as their backup, they know that he's always going to be there to defend and pull back whenever needed. It just allows Instinct and Dirtho to really get in there and work together.
Yeah, sort of that difference between Luca and Gil a little bit is paying attention to your spacing as a third man. Where Gil, as you mentioned, is a little reliable in that sense. You don't have to think about it. When you have to think about your third man responsibilities, when you are a first man, it gets a little confusing, gets in your head, and Boise State being able to catch Luca off guard a lot with these just deep bombs helps them just sort of make the game a little easier on themselves.
Yeah, and looks like we're going into the next one already.
In a best of 7, starting off in the beginning. Game 1 going to Boise State as Dirtho is looking to put up something special on the board.
Already takes a shot on goal, and there's Gil again. Oh, but he can't defend twice.
Really good sequence tonight, just getting a really good read off the ceiling bounce. Gil making a really good effort to clean it up, but Luca just being right there for the follow-up. Not much you can do as a solo defender.
Yeah, and Luca's been great at forcing the ball onto the side of Boise State here, and if you saw on the scorecard there, the ball is not often on the side of blue.
Ooh, this guy's going to really get a redirect. Catches Gil out of position. Dirtho's going to get a good clear off the backboard. Luca down for a pass. Dirtho keeping that defense strong. Instinct rebuttling with the shot is also going to be cleared by Knight off the backboard. Both teams looking for some type of gain of control of the ball here. It looks like Knight's going to be the first to take it for Rochester. Dirtho with the shot. Luca there. Both teams exempting a lot of defensive capability here.
I think Rochester's finally realizing that keeping the ball on their side only works if you can still get back to yours and hold that defense. But there's Gil already waiting for the ball. Some support from Instinct.
Flip. Knight putting it out middle. Gil switching out for Instinct to that touch. It's not strong enough, nor does get the backboard read. Knight's now up, faking it down, trying to get a pinch. Does go in favor. A double whiff there. Gil's going to be an easy little pass out of Dirt, though.
Oh, there we go.
Intentional whiff.
Yes.
Intentional.
Tying it up.
It was a fake. We can't see the chat, but in chat, Dirt put a fake.
What a shot, what a shot, what a shot.
Nice
Spam the key.
What a save. Starting out tied with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left.
Oh, very even 50.
This guy's getting a handle on the ball. Possession over to Instinct. Instinct reading off the ceiling is not going to be able to carry on too much longer as Knight's going to be there to disrupt it. Luke with the soft touch. Getting a little flipper set back to Knight. Knight.
Dirtho gets a double KO. There we go.
Couldn't see it quite much because of the demo. We get a replay here.
Little 2v2 there for a moment, but Dirtho can be first and second man. He needs to choose the wall.
Deciding not to go for that ball, leaving the Rochester defender just easy touch over the head.
Ooh, is Knight going to be able to force it in right away? Gil is there, of course, to save.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Okay.
Capitalizing on the mistakes of your opponents is very important. Luca missing this touch, and Gil wasting no time putting a shot on net. Completely open for him. No trouble.
Now 2 points. Boise State has the option to either play it slow and play it safe, or try to just keep increasing that score. And you know Rochester is sweating right now.
Oh yeah, they're definitely on their back foot with not a lot of room to breathe. Personally, I think playing it safe doesn't really get you anywhere really as a team, especially in a 3 sense, where you can make a mistake as a solo player and have somebody to back you up. I think it's always better to stay on that gas pedal, as you see Boise State doing. Gil trying to challenge off the ceiling. Knight trying to get there in time, doesn't. This guy's one more touch out mid. Knight might be there, does get a shot, but it's 50'd off the backboard. Look at the soft touch down, isn't going to find anything out of it. Knight, one touch, might be
a great setup.
Oh.
I believe that was Dirtho, barely saves that from Luca.
That was a really good pass down. Oh, Dirtho putting a little style on the drag.
Oh, Dirtho!
Wow.
I got to see that one again.
Blake is all he needs.
Right.
Oh, bump on skies. That's
over and under. He rode the wave.
Exactly, over and under. And just like that, Boise State is up 4-1 with 2 minutes 17 seconds left. A lot of Rocket League, that's for sure. We do know Rochester is a team that can put points on the board, but quite frankly, does Boise State just start running away with it?
You know, Rochester so far has like shown themselves as a team to go for guerrilla points, like very fast, very forceful right at the start of a round. And as soon as Boise State's able to get their footing, it kind of goes the other way. So really the first, I want to say, 20 seconds is where Rochester needs to put all of their pressure into.
Just like that, Sky's not making the best of reads, opting not to go for that ball. These are perfect pass out mid with no other Rochester defenders there to back Sky's up. Gonna put the Broncos up one more goal here. About a minute 50 left to play. Top the ceiling, leading Luca with the bang. Dill trying to keep up with the ball, does get a touch and out to the corner. Knight is there to disrupt a little bit. Sky's setting up back middle.
Oh, Luca barely taps the bottom of that ball. Catching Gill off guard a bit, it looked.
Really good sequence here. One of the first really impressive kind of sequences I've seen from Rochester in terms of taking over their teammates when it's needed. Knight was not going to get another good touch, so Sky's just going to take over and make a powerful touch, leaving Broncos on their back foot, not able to ascertain the save, but Gill with the flip reset doesn't get anything out of it. Luca is there to disrupt. Dirt, though, off the... it was Instinct off the backboard, but Dirt is going to clean it up anyway.
Oh, great assist from Instinct there. And Durtho's always in the right place at the right time. He knows exactly where he needs to be.
The speedy follow-up from the Broncos, I think, would be one of their strongest attributes. They are very quick, especially Durtho is sort of just this really good kind of forward striker of just being there always. And when not there, some other person on the Broncos team is there to follow up.
And that all just comes back down to great team communication, all trusting each other and knowing that your teammates have your back.
Whoa.
Gill goes for the shot.
Was left with a little bit of open net. Rochester was able to recover, but not this time they are.
Oh, and he gets his shot. There we go.
We see both these Rochester players whiff on this commit, either a communication error or just missed it plain. Leaving Gill with the freest net history of nets.
7-2 going into the last minute here. I'm not sure if Rochester's going to be able to bring this back.
No, I think at this point it's a little out of their reach. They're getting around the ball really well.
He's definitely going for the style points. I'll give him that. Gill with the... Ooh. Oh, it doesn't matter if you get demoed if the ball's still going into the net.
See a little bit of that wall POV. Yeah, Luca just gets a interesting little touch around Gill, and the demo kind of blocks you from making any kind of recovery. But nevertheless, 4 goals to make in 33 seconds. I wouldn't say undoable, but you know that's a pretty tall order, especially when you're playing against a defense like Boise State.
Yeah, and especially with Gill always here in the back line, just ready for anything. I don't think he's going to be able to let up 4 times in 15 seconds here.
Instinct off the ceiling, gets 1. Trying to look for anything Rochester here, but as that countdown starts with 5 seconds left, Durtho putting 1 more on the net. Sky's there to clear it. And just as the ball hits the ground, the timer goes out. Just like that, the Broncos take game 2.
And yeah, you can see the side control is a lot less skewed towards Rochester. Still, you know, Boise State is making shots and hitting shots, and that's really in the end what matters, even if the ball is spending the majority of the time over on their side of the court. Which
is, you know, another big thing to kind of play on is possession of the ball as well. It's not just sort of this ping pong back and forth between players. And while you do see a lot of high in the air passes to other players on the Boise State side, that's sort of just passing the ball. But nevertheless, they keep possession of the ball really well, which is a key element to kind of slowing down the game and making sure you don't lose control.
That's right. And, you know, 2-0 right away, it puts a lot of pressure on Rochester. But I want to say half of the game takes place in the mental. Like, if you're going to stress yourself out and psych yourself out, you're setting yourself up for failure. So really just scrap those 2 games and get back in, like, the mindset of, okay, we're going into game 1. We're going to win this one. And, you know, you're taking what you've learned from the other 2 games, but don't let them bog you down.
Yep. If you kind of, if you let that sort of disrupt you, especially if you're watching this, if you're a gamer yourself, you sort of know that kind of attribute it to a losing streak as well. If you stop communicating, if you break down mentally, you're only going to break down your other teammates as well. So it's really big to just like mental reset any way or capacity you can, because there's nothing else to lose here.
Yeah, and it's 3 players on each team, but really it's one well-oiled machine against another.
Yep, exactly. Oh, I love that.
This ball is staying low on that blue side. But Instinct has control.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Durtho barely misses from that tap.
Bit of beautiful little team pinch there. Gil send off the sidewall. Gil's with a lot of, or Skies with a lot of room to work with, and looking to put Rochester first on the board.
Set up for Luca. Barely misses, but Knights is there to score.
A little bit of sharpshooter action going on here. Sky's going to get around 1. And just this bump on Gil. I don't think Gil would have really made too much of a big impact play, but sort of just messes up the rotations enough. And I believe it was Knight that got the sharpshooter in the top left end.
That's right.
A lot more bumping coming out here.
Skies takes Gil.
Which is really important to see their level of aggression, that they're not really giving up. They're trying something new.
Yeah, and Rochester just really forcing that ball on the blue side as much as possible.
Luca now control. Durtho's going to bump off, leaving Gil with a lot of space to work with. Does get 1 flip, does get the second, but the backward defense.
And Instinct is there to follow up.
That would have been a nice little play. If you were watching Monday, you would know Gil hit quite a few of those in Monday's game, but not here today. But Instinct, being the good teammate that he is going to follow up.
Little follow-up's all you need sometimes.
Right up the kickoff, giving Gil possession. Looking 50 to pass out mid. Is anybody there? Instinct is!
Wow. What was that, 10 seconds?
Yeah, that was. And that's exactly what this team. That's exactly what this team does so well. Is you see Durtho was off the ceiling from their own side as well, which is just absolute disrespectful. But Instinct, nevertheless, they pass each other so well. And they're very deadly in the air, all 3 of them.
Yeah, and if there's one thing Boise State does not like, it's having fewer points than the opposing team.
Uh-oh.
And, oh, Knight.
This was it. I think there was a demo here that gives Knight just this free. Actually, no, Instinct got the demo, but I just Boise State off the dart.
Gil is just not able to make it there in time.
Tied up, 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. Off the kickoff now. It's a playing out 50. Luca having a lot of possession here. Gil sending it off the wall. Knight recentering it back mid. This guy's going to send it off the back wall and not opting for the shot. Is out of the play now. Boise has a lot of possession here. Durtho off the ceiling looking for a touch. Is not going to get it. Here's Sky looking for another one in front of their
setup.
Oh. Oh. Knight putting another shot on net. The defense coming out from Durtho. The clear is going to be attributed to Gil. And the demo, but it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, it does matter because Knight's there for the defense.
Knight is just continuing with this forward assault and being absolutely unrelenting. Instinct finally pulls that ball away. But Luca's there to contest, maybe?
Oh. It's got a little bit of awkward position. Instinct is going to steal their boost. A lot of boost on the side of Durtho and Instinct. Might be able to make a play. Drops down in front of their net. Sky's going to be the one to clear it. Instinct now to play a little bit of shadow. Gets 1 touch, looks for another one off the wall. Gets it. Durtho looking for a pass back. Does kind of get it. Instinct is up. He's not going to find anything, though.
Luca barely gets the tap there from Instinct.
Durtho now looking for a pass out mid. It's going to be 50. Boise State have a lot of room to work with. Instinct looking for the touchdown.
Oh, great save by Luca there. That would have been going in.
Good read coming out there. Gil going to beat one defender. Is going to beat that defender. The ball is just a little bit too wide to be put on net. Luca with the mustard. Not going to find it, though.
With the mustard.
Musty flick. Oh! Durtho's going to show him really how it's done.
You see Gil just waiting to follow up there.
Defense by Knight. Put a shot back in the net. Knight credited with 2 saves in the span of 5 seconds. Sky's going to get the third. Luka might have to go quick for 50. Is going to get it still in dangerous territory for Rochester.
Durtho finally takes possession of the ball once again, and it's back on the blue side.
Pass out to Instinct. Instinct might have the shot back down. Gill not having enough time to commit to that ball. It's going to commit to on their side. Not going to find a good clear here. Instinct is going to send it back down. Durtho one touch off the wall. Sky's now in possession. Might have something. A little bit of a mix-up here with all the players out in the midfield.
Ooh, great save by Gill there. 50 seconds left. Score is still tied at 2-2.
Now playing for time. Pass out of Durtho. Oh, it's just barely wide, but Gill is there to follow up.
Gill, you know, I was saying this earlier about Durtho, always in the right place at the right time, but the past couple scores have been Gill just finally taking that full frontal assault.
And with an open net, definitely hurting Rochester. Rotations just be a little bit scuffed there with no defender besides one. Could be easily flicked over, but this could be their chance here to regain that lost goal. Durtho out mid, keeping control. Knight to force Durtho off the ball, but still sticking with it. Instinct one touch off the sidewall. Knight's going to clear out. Luka might have a shot. It's blocked out by Gill.
But Durtho is wide open.
Durtho now up, sent it for a pass. He's going to give away possession to Luka after he's bumped off. Gill still sticking with the ball. Does get one touch, a little bit of an open net. Durtho's there.
Oh, Durtho barely saves that.
Is up. Let's find one
Now
more.
may be the time just to let it drop. And Skies can't make it. Another great round by Boise State there.
That dub does go to Boise State again. The Broncos now up 3-0 in the series. And best of 7, Rochester's now put match point there in danger territory. Call Boise State a danger noodle. They can't make it too much farther acting up like this.
And, you know, looking at the scorecard there, every single round it's been going more and more to the favor of Boise State. I think Rochester is just slipping up and losing that mental battle. We've been seeing a couple rounds where I don't know if there's a communication error or something's just making
some kind of breakdown.
Yes, there's something breaking down and they're not going for the ball, or two people are going for the ball, leaving the defense open. And I think they just need to take a breather, a little chill pill, relax, and you know, maybe they can turn it around still. It's anybody's game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, you know, they are put in the, you know, they are feeling a lot of pressure both in the game and mentally nonetheless, and they have been putting numbers on the board. It's not an absence of numbers. They are putting shots, but Boise State's defense is really strong, and I'd love to see the one thing is go back to the basics and is sort of did a little bit more demoing, especially on the side of offense.
That's right.
You know, and it's big not to kind of over pursue demos as well, because that can mess up your rotations, which we already see Rochester's sort of lacking as well.
I mean, I want to say that even on the side of Boise State. Oh, Skies. First 17 seconds gets a mult.
There was a demo by Knight on Gill. I don't think Gill was anywhere near the play, but nevertheless, that puts them on the board. 17 seconds?
Yeah, like I was saying, Rochester is really good at getting points in the first, I want to say, 20 seconds of each round. And then the longer it continues without a goal, it goes more and more into the favor of Boise State, being able to finally set up and get ready. But, oh, Gill with a great save.
Really good 50 off that sidewall. Instinct sending out mid. Durtho looking to get a 50, does go in the favor of Durtho. Going to play again, is going to leave the field. Gill with the touchdown, is not able to get it over Skies there. Durtho trying to be fancy with the dribble control here. He's only going to get it past one. Gill with the bang up field. Not a pass to Instinct. The pass to Durtho. They're not going to find anything here. A lot of pressure. Gill just doesn't make contact with the ball at the ceiling.
Setting back up, getting ready for this.
Not a lot happening on the field right now.
Instinct is finally able to release some of that pressure from Gill, but the ball is coming back.
Driven on up. Did get that redirect. Gill there to follow up with the 50. Both of Rochester's defense. Knight does get it around one. We're going to get around second. Durtho is there to put a stop. Out of field of view wise. Ooh.
Is Gil ready to? Nope. This guy's just barely in the way.
Gil up, looking for anything to happen here. Does need to put a point on the board. Put the Broncos back in fighting territory. Dirtho pre-jumping instinct. Is he going to find anything out of it? Now Gil here. A potential shot from Rochester is going to be saved by instinct twice there towards the end. Only credited one save. The demo there. Oh. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Those demos will open up so many opportunities, especially on key players that are left in defense. Dirtho put on a back foot. It's
tried his best to get back.
Yeah, he's expecting Instinct to put a touch on it, but Instinct can't touch the ball when Instinct's not alive to do so.
And this is the first time in this series that Boise State is down 2 points. We're going to have to start pushing on the gas.
Might have to stop pre-jumping each other. Instinct looking to get a good little touch, doesn't get anything. Dirtho having to decommit from the ball. Gil the only one back if Dirtho's rotating. Luca does beat out Gil, putting a shot on net, more like a pass. Knight off the sidewall does get one beat. Dirtho in another awkward position here.
Oh,
Gil
great save by Gil.
Oh, what a close save by Gil. And again with the backboard defense, leaving Dirtho all the way up in the field. Might give Gil a free goal.
Oh! I believe that was Luca that just barely missed the ball here. We'll see again. Oh, Knight. Surprising. And Sky's just barely out of the way as well.
Not able to do too much. The rotation doesn't account for it. Dirtho always makes something happen when you find him playing that far up in your opponent's defensive side. Instinct with the flick.
Oh, there we go.
Almost a Dina flick there, but gets a little lucky with the forgiveness of good old Crossy there. But nonetheless, a good flick is going to tie up Boise State.
Boise State's kind of taking a read out of the Rochester book there and just going for that very, very, very high pressure first touch there.
Oh, yeah. Those first 10 seconds can be the best.
Trying one more time, but Rochester was prepared.
Instinct playing a little bit of shadow. Does try to get around Knight. Isn't going to find anything. Skies!
Ooh. Ooh. Little hat trick in there.
See Instinct try to get it around Knight, but isn't able to do anything. And Knight's gets a really good touch. Sends it for Skies.
Just under 2 minutes left. Boise State is down 1 point. It's currently 2-3.
Sticking the ball is going to play under Skies. Going to play over Knight. Still with it. The pass out. Instinct's going to go off for the pass out mid as well. Luca's there to control. Does get 50'd out by Gil. Off the ceiling. Knight with the pass out mid, but there's no Rochester attacker there to put anything on the net.
Oh, a lot of whiffs there.
Except Knight.
There's that demo again, just leaving the goal open.
And that's so important for Skies to recognize that part of his job is becoming turning this whiff into an opportunity to score. Because most players would whiff and then just immediately rotate back. But Skies sort of recognizing I can make this into something a little more, give my team a little more security, and turn it into a goal, putting Rochester up.
It's more about making the opening than just looking for it.
Yep, exactly. Becoming
again
really demo heavy here. Rochester is. Just about a minute left to play. The Broncos have got to find some type of opening or create one, like you said, but it might be Knight that's going to find the goal anyway.
I think Skies is realizing if Gil isn't around to hold the goal, then it's a free point for Knight to get in there.
Can't defend the goal if there is no defender. And with just under a minute left, Boise State is down 2 goals, and it's looking like now they're the team, the turntables have turned, that something has broken down in their ability to attack the goal. Luca playing around Gil is getting a really good 50 out here. A lot of aggression being shown out by Rochester.
Instinct missing this forward pressure. Oh, but Dirtho's barely there to save.
30-second countdown timer starts. Rochester might see another game to survive, to live on here. Or Gill might get the 50 in the net. Isn't going to find anything, but the pass out mid is still there. Luca's going to boom the ball back. Instinct play off to the corner. Now under 10 seconds left to play. Dirth with a really good pass out mid. Might with the back pass. Still keep the ball alive to touch the ground. It's over. And there it is.
Still 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the total shots down there in the bottom left is just awe-striking.
A lot of orange. A lot of orange. These sliders.
29 to 71%.
Mm-hmm. Which there definitely was sort of. It was a little weird to see it. They connected something finally.
Yeah.
Something in their communication, in their brains. They finally, synapses finally started connecting with each other.
And I still think Boise State is on the right page here. They just need to keep focused, keep their mental up. GG go next.
Yeah.
That round does not matter in the in the end game. Really, just win the full series.
Yep.
And still being up 3-1, I would be extremely surprised if there was any sort of a reverse sweep.
Mm-hmm. We do see a little bit of coaching come out here from Doc.
We'd love to see it.
And maybe that's the coaching that is needed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really just
giving up that game when you're put on match point a little bit, you know. But sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
need a little tough love.
Yep, exactly. Looking for a different beast to show up from Boise State here. Knight looking to put one on the board early for Rochester. Skies was there, but Gill with the backboard defense.
Now it's Dirtho barely making that save. They don't want a repeat of last round.
Oh! Gill with the shot. Instinct playing around Knight. Leaves the ball up in the air. Might be a little bit of retaliation for Boise State.
Oh, great save from Dirtho there. Decides he needs to take it forward. And Skies with the interruption there.
Really good backboard defense with very little follow-up from Boise State. Another really good bump coming out from Skies.
Gill and Instinct working together just to barely get the ball out of the way in time. And a demo from Instinct, finally taking a page out of the book of Rochester.
Luca now control the ball. Gill trying to play any type of shadow. Luca's going to get a really good 50. Instinct back to clear it. A little bit of double commit coming out for the Broncos here. Instinct's now up, does play it overnight. Follow-up from Dirtho is quick. Doesn't get the second touch, though. This guy's now playing Instinct with the second touch off the ceiling. Pass out mid from Luca. Gill still sticking with the ball. Broncos looking to find anything and everything. Ooh, but the defense is strong from Rochester this time.
Yeah, and that's kind of a change from what we've seen. It's usually a strong offense is an even stronger defense, but there we go. Dirtho is able to just keep pressure on the ball, keep it on the orange side, and finally get that goal.
If you keep poking, eventually you're gonna find some type of gap, some type of hole in the armor that is Rochester, and that's exactly what Boise State does. Just keep hammering at the same piece of wood. Eventually, it's gonna break.
Win the 50, but Luca's ready to follow up.
This guy's a very good 50 out mid. He's going to play a little backboard defense out to Dirtho. Back out to Gill. A little bit too fast here. Leaving Instinct as the only defender. Instinct missing the bicycle clear.
Oh, and Skies is ready for that one.
Oh. Just a little bit of a misread out here from Instinct. Oh, the ball just barely goes up and around. That little curvature is so annoying to play around, and the smallest things can be really annoying. I think this is actually the map, I think. I'm not 100% positive, so don't quote me here. But actually it's the map that at the goals, that little corner roundabout, it punches inwards to the ground. So it makes this really weird curvature that is interesting to read.
And you can see it a bit visually.
Yeah, you can see it visually a little bit. And there's I think 4 other maps that do it as well. I do not remember off the top of my head though. So.
And that's not usually something you would practice against, like using that as a strategy. It's part of the map geometry.
And a situation that doesn't play out a lot as well.
Knight is really keeping a lot of pressure on this ball.
Able to clear leaves Jarth with a lot of room to work with. Due to the pre-triple skies, he's not going to find anything. The touchdown from Jartho is also not going to find a goal. Instinct the shot to the backboard off Jartho is also not going to find any type of success.
Gill's ready to run up and try his own here, though.
A lot of defense and pressure. Or a lot of availability. Sky's going to get a really good pinch up.
Instinct barely pops that up. I think it's time for Dirtho to make one of his classic shots. Instead, he's going to go for the save.
Set up for it. Sky's off the backboard. Does get the touch. Might be a straight down shot for Luca. Is not going to find anything. And still in a 1-on-1 scenario here. A lot of tension in this game. You could cut it with the knife. Knight finding the open net.
Oh, and Gill is just too late.
Oh. Dirtho missing this touch. It just puts Gill in a very awkward position. Not enough time to rotate back. Rochester looking to take game 5 as well. But there's still Water Rock League here to play.
Still a minute and a half and only down 1 point currently on the side of Boise State.
Might put an end to it. A lot of accolades showing up on the screen there. Might with the 3rd save of the night as well.
Instinct is really just trying to keep the tempo. And barely misses that one. Great save by Luca.
The overall performance here as well coming out from Rochester has really improved. As you've seen this sort of incline in Rochester's performance, you've seen a sort of a decline in Boise State's as well. Their passes out mid and to each other are not as prevalent as they were in the first 3 games that they played and won in. Jartho off the backboard. Knight making a little bit of bad touch. Might be a pass out mid, leaving it for Gill.
Oh! That one hurt. That could be the point they needed.
Rocket League gods are not in Boise State's favor right now. But they need to bend the fate to their will to bring it back here in these final 30 seconds. Find any kind of clear here. Instinct not able to do that. They're getting a bad 50 in their own corner here.
Luca's always around, just waiting for that shot.
Oh.
Oh, and that one was Knight.
Now his final 5 seconds turned down. Instinct's got to elevate this ball and keep it up. Gill now setting it up. This ball's going to drop straight down.
Jartho keeps it up. This may be Instinct's time to shine.
Oh. No Boise State attacker there able to recover the ball. And that is game number 5. Moving over to Rochester's side. Now 3-2 series.
That was definitely the closest round that we've had so far. And I really want to credit it to Gill on the side of Boise State and then Luca on the side of Rochester.
Oh, yeah.
Is both of them always head-to-head. It's been really whoever can clear the space and allow their team to go for the goals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been close. It's been close every time. And sort of to see Rochester come back as well and bring it back, sort of that mental reset that we were talking about. Something clicked. Something happened that they were bringing back. And that may be their backboard defense. That may be their overall clears. That is also the demos as well. I think those big 3 things that they're doing, falling back to the basics at a high level of gameplay, is so important to remember.
And sometimes when you're in the game, you can tunnel vision, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of that outside perspective. A little bit of mid-map coaching is could be the deal breaker, make or break it.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely is. Finding this sort of this off center to bounce yourself off. Just because you're put on your back foot doesn't mean you can't regain your balance, which I really do agree with you there. That mid-game coaching, somebody that's gonna slap your hand and say like, hey, fix it up here or you're out. They're playing for keeps here in the playoffs.
The pressure is on.
Heading into this game 6 here. Boise State looking to tidy things up and close out the series, or is Rochester going to keep it alive and push it to game 7? A lot of tension here for both teams. A lot of will to fight and stay alive. As you say that, instantly you pass out to Jartho. Jartho tried to get something here, but Luca with the power shot off the backboard.
Oh, that one bounced a bit.
Getting this powerful flick. Not even a flick, a straight up just shot. Instinct not able to put enough car on the ball to make the save, and just like that, within the first 29 seconds, Rochester going up 1-0.
And that's really what they've been great at this entire series so far, is just keeping the pressure forward.
Dorothy with a really great shot, but Knight with an even better defensive read there. Gill now elevating off the sidewall. Trying to get into a play here. Instant backboard defense. Knight is there early to read it. Doesn't get the touch. Dorothy, the shot might find an open net. It's just a bit wide. Luck is not on their side right now. Dorothy had to make sense of a play. A little bit of back pass here for Gill to make any type of space they can create. Dorothy's going to find a lot of it with the bump on Skies. Instinct going to try and make something of it. Isn't able to make any type of read. The ground shot is not going to find any avail. Oh.
Skies and Knight are camping that goal.
Shot after shot, Boise State's offense is not able to find any type of breathing room. But this might be the opportunity for them as Skies gets reset back over their side of 33 boost.
Great save.
Matter. Skies takes a shot and the save by Gill. Sidewall. Knight was looking for possession there. Skies now keeping control. Gill's not going to get played around there. Getting a good clear over Skies. Instant down possession of the ball. Knight right back down. Isn't going to find any teammate to connect with.
Oh, Skies goes for the touch.
This is a really good pass to the backboard. Is defended. Only one defender back for the side of Rochester. Knight is going to get a really good touch here. Instincts up, looking for anything.
This is great setup.
Field.
Oh, and Knight is there to follow.
There is no follow-up from the Broncos. Dorothy elevated, did not get high enough here. Instinct off the sidewall. Could be a shot coming out from Rochester. It is. Oh, man. It has now been Knight, I believe. Knight and Luca are the ones to kind of put their team on the back a little bit here. And great shot coming out from both of them.
No, that's right.
Now about 2.5 minutes left here to play. Boise State has got to find
the Luca demo. We know it. We don't so much love it. Gill's getting some revenge.
A lot of bumps and demos coming out here as well. Knight flip reset, does get it over Gill. Is there any type of follow-up? Instinct misses.
Oh, and Skies is there for it.
Oh, no. Gill probably not expecting Knight to get a flip reset there. The bounce is not going the way of Instinct as well.
It's still just over 2 minutes. It is still anybody's round here.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes, 12 seconds.
You can definitely make up 3 goals in no time as well. Getting bumped off the play here. Skies now elevated, gets one touch, is beating out Gill with conserving a little bit of boost here. Dorothy pass out mid. Knight with one more touch. He's going to send it over to Rochester's side. Skies still sticking with the ball, looking for any type of 50. Does get it. Dorothy now off the sidewall as well, elevated. Gill sending it off. Back to the midfield. Knight with a big clear here. Luca to pick up something. No real shots on net being attributed here. Besides that one.
A lot of just back and forth passing. Not a lot's going on so far. Oh, but a double demo.
A lot of bumps, a lot of demos being played this match as well. I think this is certainly
as you're saying,
the game that I would attribute the most free space given that has not been capitalized on because of demos and bumps.
And I mean, Dorothy's finally trying to set the tempo here with a lot of support from Instinct. Only a minute left to get 3 points.
Not find the aerial play that Instinct wanted there. Gill getting a good disrupt. I mean, Dorothy will bang the wall. Off the side is going to be banged right back. Gill off the sidewall, got to clean it up from some type of Bronco defense here. Instinct sending it over. Knight is there to disrupt. Back up. Gill getting the pass out of Dorothy. Dorothy out back mid. Not going to find.
Lines it up for Gill. Nothing.
30 seconds left. This is looking even more desperate for Boise State. They've got to find something here and right now. No more time to give up. This Knight's going to get a really good just dunk on Durtho there. could be their opportunity. Oh, BSU's not going to find anything here, and it's just the final 10 seconds countdown. It doesn't look like Boise State's going to be able to close out the series here. Rochester's going to move on to Game 7.
Drither just wants to dribble it over, maybe. Oh. And that's tied up 3-3.
Wow. What a slow comeback here, though. But this is the first that we've seen Boise State not put anything else on the board as well.
That's right. And what would you say right now is kind of holding back Boise State?
There seems to be one of the things I'm always kind of shocked with when Boise State plays is their flexibility and how adaptable they are to a lot of downfield plays. They do that so well, and they know how to recover off of each other extremely well. And there were sort of some things, Instinct made a clear off the corner wall that gave Knight a really free shot as well. Last game as well. It sort of seems a disconnect as well. Right, as Rochester, as I mentioned, made that connect in their own minds and as a communication, as a team play, it seems in that same sense, Boise State let their guard down, and now they're just not able to recover. But now they need to. There is no, okay, we have spacing here. We have ground to give up.
Now, going into round 7 of a best of 7,
yeah,
like there's nowhere else to go. This has to be it.
In the playoffs as well.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't believe there's a losers bracket for NACE. So when you're out, you're gone.
Yep, when you're out, you're gone. And Boise State, having won Mountain Western Championship as well, taking it handily, is being given some resistance here in the NACE playoffs.
No, we know Boise State has the skill, but it's really, can they just put it into practice here?
Yep, exactly. They're seeing a lot of free space here as balls sort of ping pong back and forth. Dirt though. In the backfield touch. Lucas put it over one. Instinct to pass out mid. He's a little bit too far for Dirt though. Gets the 50. Might be looking for a shot here. Does get it over one, but Instinct's there to save it. I don't know where Gil went, but might be able to see it here.
As well, we've been seeing a lot of as Knight setting up for Skies. And that's usually what we see with Dirtho and Instinct, but if Knight just keeps up that frontal assault, like there's no way for either Dirtho or Instinct to get it over to the orange side and even attempt a shot.
Yep. Oh, Dirtho.
Except here,
might be the shot is going to find something. Instinct now to rebuttal here. Luca off the ceiling. He's going to get a really good touch. Dirtho now to play low. Once again, a lot of free space here for Gil to work with. Pass out mid. Looking for Dirtho. Is going to be interrupted by Luca. Instinct with a really good shot. Might be able to recover.
There's the demo.
But Knight would put a stop. Oil all Boise State plans. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left as the ball's forced over the corner here, and Instinct for possession. It's going to beat out Knight here, looking for something.
Oh, Luca was ready and waiting.
Steadfast as always. Sky's going to bang it up. This could be dangerous for Rochester. Dirtho getting the flip reset off the wall.
Oh, and Gil barely misses.
Not able to convert any way. Boise State. Gil with a lot of boost to work with here. Does get one touch off the backboard.
Let's go. He brings it back. You can hear the cheers in the background for that shot.
Finally catching Rochester on the back foot as well. It's what Boise State needs. This is the clean break they need.
They're finally getting their footing in this round.
And all it takes is a player like that, like Gil, to sort of finally connect this double touch play. It's simple for them, but in the scheme of things, it's big for them to finally gain back their footing. Uh-oh. Oh. Luca learning from the past 3 games. Almost caught in the back foot again. Dirtho now with one flipper set is playing under.
Oh, Luca's always there, just waiting.
Luca now the 3rd save of the game here. Might be a shot on net by Luca off the sidewall, a bit too far. This guy's putting him on net. Knight off the backboard. Looking for a pass out to Gil here.
Dirtho just needs to get the ball back to the other side and relieve some of that pressure here.
Luca with the bang, dribbling in front of Boise State's net, putting a little bit of danger for them. Luca now elevated up, is going to miss a touch. Knight down low, a little bit too wide as well. Instinct now possession, might be looking for a pass upfield to Dirtho. Sticking with the ball here. with it from both sides here. The last defender here has got to make a play. Does keep it level off this on this corner wall here.
Again, just a lot of passing around. Luka takes his shot.
Might be a finish here. A little bit too wide again. Skies with the follow-up is going to find nothing here. Knight with the shot as well. Cleared up by Durtho. Gil looking for any type of bump they can find. Durtho with the 50 on the sidewall. Luka re-centering it. Is going to miss a touch on a bad read. Instinct making a really good 50, but Knight's going to stick with it. Skies looking for anything. Gil to pass it out to Durtho. Not a lot of room to work with as Luka's going to recover it. One more touch off the backboard. Durtho reset the ball, is going to stick with it. Might find the round defender. Going to play around instinct instead. Sky's still sticking with the ball. Gets it over one Boise State defender, but the bump is going to save Durtho a whole lot of trouble here.
Knight goes for the shot, though.
Gil resetting out here. Still 1-1 here, and about a minute, 10 seconds left to play.
Sounds like it looks like Boise State is finally getting that tempo in their favor now. Some more shots at the ball, but it's still on this blue side.
Knight. Ooh. Almost finishing off there, but now it's Instinct's time to shine at the pass out to Durtho. Durtho off the ceiling!
That's what we love to see.
Durtho!
That's the Instinct Durtho combo.
It's exactly the spacing. That's exactly what I was talking about before the game as well. They passed so well to each other, and they finally made that connect work. And with under a minute left here, Boise State going up by 1 goal. It's the padding they don't want here, but nevertheless, they have the lead.
I want to say these next 10 seconds are really where Rochester shines usually, so they just need to keep some pressure.
And a really big sequence there, missed by Rochester. Now they're the ones kind of failing at these scoring opportunities. Looking out to 50, Skies going to pass out mid, isn't going to find anything.
30 seconds, that ball is stuck in the corner.
Durtho elevated with the ball, is going to get the flip reset, doesn't find it though. Luke with the passes,
Oh.
intercepted by Instinct. That's a good stop to whatever play they were going to make here. Knight still sticking with the ball. The shot up by Luka is saved by Durtho. Now
This may be their last shot.
4 seconds wind down. Nobody on the side of Rochester is able to make any type of play. Durtho might try and put a little bit of style on the ball. Knight keeping it alive. Skies has got to put some type of touch. Knight's there to pick it up. The shot by Luka.
Oh!
No! Oh, man, what a series, a sequence by each individual player on the side of Rochester.
Done.
I was not expecting them to keep that alive. When the timer hit 1 second, they all were on the side of Boise State. But they're able to recover so fast and get the boost they need. But we finally see that golden goal opportunity happen in Game 7.
Gillen to go right in there for that shot.
It's intercepted.
And once again, Gil.
Ooh. Getting a pinch to the ground. Doesn't find a goal out of it. Nonetheless, sets up Durtho. With the reset off the ceiling, does beat one. He's not going to be able to beat Luka, though. Knight with the pass out in the middle. Gil's there to disrupt. This guy's just going to bang it out to the blue side.
I don't think we've had such an intense game all season.
No, this is the tension here. Not only
And Luka takes the shot.
Oh man, just a good fight being put up by Rochester to get the reverse sweep as well.
And Gil barely misses that one.
And just like that, Rochester is your winner in this NACE bracket here, and they're going to move on to the top 4 to either play on, I believe it was Northwood or St. Clair.
Yes, yes. Whoever wins out of those two. And I can't see Boise State being in the best mood right now, but you know, this isn't the end of Boise State for the season. I mean, I guess in NACE it is, but with ECAC and CRL in the works still, they've got a lot to look forward to and a lot that they can learn from these games.
It is a lot to learn from these games, but nonetheless, we do have this December. Boise State Esports is partnering with the Idaho Central Credit Union and the Idaho Food Bank to host the Giving Games charity tournament. Gamers will compete for glory, but the ultimate winners will be the neighbors facing hunger, who will receive nutritious food for meals thanks to contestants and spectator support. For every dollar donated, the Idaho Food Bank can provide food for up to 4 meals. For more information on how you can watch and support, go to boisestate.edu/esports/event/the Giving Games 2022.
I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to that December 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
Snow day.
The snow day will be fun, TO'd by yours truly. We're looking at a little bit of fun with, a little bit of surprises here and there. There might be a couple
special guests.
Special guests, you could say.
Yeah,
That
no
are gonna
spoilers.
Make no spoilers yet. You're going to have to stick around and find out. And perhaps, $1 gives 4 meals. So you go ahead and check that out and stick with us. But before we review the player of the game, final thoughts on that match or series?
The reverse sweep hurts to watch.
Yep.
I think everyone can agree with that one. But again, I think take this as a learning opportunity. These are a lot of really, really skilled players that they're going to be here at Boise State for a while. This isn't the last time they're going to compete in NACE, and for the first time getting into the playoffs, that's impressive enough.
Yep, exactly. But we do have a trio, which we have done this many times before, but nevertheless, the trio, so to speak, has 3 players that we highlight with an individual play, and then we, the casters, get to guess at the mercy of production.
I think I already have my guess, and I've been pretty vocal about it so far. But again, seeing that first one from Gil already.
Put it out there for everybody. Who's your pick?
Gil is my pick for player of the match.
I'm actually going to agree with you there.
Okay.
I really do think Gil deserves a lot, not only on the defensive side but offensive side as well. But I also will go with the more obvious pick as well, Durtho, who we saw really put into overdrive.
Durtho did have some great picks here,
especially in that last game. I think in the last game it mattered more than ever to keep Boise State in the game as well, and
And there you go, the hat trick.
Yep. Which Durtho is always going to be a little more obvious pick, as we see, Durtho gets set up a lot more than Gil or Instinct as well.
Yeah, but I'm sticking with my guns. As a support player, the support players really can carry.
Oh, no, I 100% agree with you there. But, yeah, so you have Gil. I have Durtho. We are now at the mercy of production. Who's player of the game? We're going to go ahead and find that out. It is, drum roll, Gil.
Our boy Gabriel Reynolds.
Which I think, nevertheless, all 3 players really had a role to play here, but I think Gil definitely put in a lot of work. And more than anything in these highlight clips, we see a lot of offensive participation, but you and me both know there was a lot of defensive participation as well.
There was. That ball was on the Boise State side for a majority of every round.
And the ICC Player of the Game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Gil is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game for us here tonight in this NACE Star League playoff match.
And what a great player he was.
Oh, yeah. What a great series as well. It's never good to see the Broncos get reverse swept as it is, but nevertheless, it was a great series towards the end, especially Game 7. The tension in the arena alone was enough to you could feel it in your heart.
I think everybody would agree that a last round 7th golden ball game is going to be so much more entertaining to watch, so much higher stakes than if, Boise State or Rochester were to win 4-0.
Oh yeah. Nevertheless, it was heartbreaking defeat. Nonetheless, if there is a title you could give to the series, it is a heartbreaking defeat as well. But just kind of before we close out, do you have any final thoughts?
I think I've made it clear that Boise State is very upset with this loss, but it's a learning opportunity. I'm sure that there's going to be hours of VOD review over these 7 games.
Oh yeah, definitely. But before we leave it out here tonight, we do have the top 5 plays to you that are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invite you to take your impressive thinking critical skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering a $20K bonus and your degree choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there, and from all of us in Boise State, not only production but on the desk as well. Make sure to stick around. We do have Overwatch and the potential of Valorant here later tonight. But until then, recap on these top 5 plays.
I believe that was Dirtho barely saves that from Luca.
That was a really good pass down. Oh, Dirtho putting a little style on the drag.
Oh, Dirtho!
Wow.
I got to see that one again.
Blake is all he needs.
Right.
Oh, bump on Sky. Still looking to get a touch. He's not going to find anything. Luca now takes control. Looking for a shot. Does confuse Dirtho a little bit. Oh!
Oh, Skies is happy with that one.
Taking the look back here, Luca just gave this interesting little just
Adding 2-2.
Now playing for time. Pass up Dirtho. Oh, it's just barely wide, but Gil is there to follow up.
Gil, you know, I was saying this earlier about Dirtho, always in the right place at the right time, but the past couple scores have been Gil just finally taking that full frontal assault.
In a best of 7, starting off in the beginning. Game 1 going to Boise State as Dirtho is looking to put up something special on the board.
Already takes a shot on goal, and there's Gil again. Oh, but he can't defend twice.
Really good sequence tonight. Just getting a really good read off the ceiling bounce. Gil making a really good effort to clean it up here. Yeah, especially with how long-winded these goals have been in between each other. But the aggression, Boise State looking.
Oh, the team play there. Instinct was ready. Let's see this from another angle.
That's the synergy you're looking for out of these two players. I mean, Dirtho's just going to get this nice flick, instinct free.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately